You welcome back, my friends.
I'm doing this because I'm an eccentric millionaire.
I don't want to get paid to lose. I want to win.
If it were me, I'd bet everything. But that's me. I'm an aggressive gambler. Mr. Vegas.
I admire your notion of fair odds, mister.
Better lucky than good? Right.
Hello, welcome to Unfocused Fantasy Football, where we look back at last week, we preview this week, we give you our starts and sits of the week, and later on we're going to give you some over-unders. As a podcast, we're still hitting way over 500. We had one of our people who doesn't normally pick kind of hurt the podcast last week with his 2-7 record, but we're still over almost 580 for the year. We would be over 585. I got David Korub, John Markman, Greg Holt, Jeff Smith's off tonight. Guys, how we doing?
I feel like a truck ran over me by Tyreek. I mean, he had Jonathan Taylor and So
yeah, I'm glad I played who I played because I probably would have got beat by anybody else this week. So
yeah, I got lucky too.
Good to have a little luck once in a while.
Boy,
it didn't help that Bowers only had like 3 points in that god awful game last week against Denver. So
there was some even the Monday night game was terrible. I was sweating. I'm thinking I needed Josh Jacobs. I had to watch that game right down until the end just because Josh Jacobs needed to get me like 12 points. And finally he gets in the end zone. I'm like, oh, I can turn this crap off.
I watched because
I didn't even talk shit. I didn't even want to talk anything like, glad I'll play this guy this week, and then lose. So I couldn't even talk shit.
Yeah. I noticed they had the rapid fire question of who was going to have more passing yards, Hurts or Love. Hurts only won it had 7 more passing yards. Yeah. It's funny how we've had those type of
I think we had May and Mayfield. It was like 3 yards.
Yeah, and those are pretty exciting matchups. Definitely more exciting than the game itself, but
yeah, there were some real stinkers. I mean, and how about I think last week Jeff calling for the over on the Browns and Jets.
Me too.
I did too. Yeah, I mean, it took a couple touchdown returns. It certainly wasn't conventional, but
they don't ask how. They ask how many.
Hot offenses, that's for sure.
They don't ask how. They ask how many. Hey, I have a question. Unless you wanted to get started.
No.
You ever have those players that because they had injuries in the past, you get hesitant on drafting them? Because to me, Jonathan Taylor is an example of that. Dude's having an awesome year, kind of like how Saquon was last year. But if you go back and look at his career, in 22 and 23, he was dinged up, missed a few games, and you're like, hey, he might be good, but there's always that thought in the back of in your mind, like, is he?
Yeah, do I want
to be healthy?
First round pick on him, knowing that he may sit.
Right.
I think he had a pretty good year last year too. I think I had him in one league the year before, but.
Yeah, and he did, but it's just when going through drafts and I see him as an option, I couldn't help but think of those couple of years where he was.
I mean, I can't even believe right now they're like Drake May and Mahomes and Josh Allen for MVP, and he's like way down the list. They're like, well, he's not a quarterback, and I'm thinking like. I don't know anybody probably as valuable to their team right now than him. I mean, he's putting up some ridiculous
crazy numbers. Yeah.
200 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, I think he's had 3 touchdowns like 4 times this year.
Yeah.
He's on pace to set the all-time record for touchdowns.
I think he already broke the Colts rushing touchdown record.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to a talk show that said that he'll probably just end up getting the default offensive player of the year since he's not a quarterback. But yeah, you're right, John. I mean, they don't have him. They're not as good as they are, even with Daniel Jones playing as well.
And we'll see what happens by the end of the year. But I mean, if he keeps this pace up, he's going to have ridiculous numbers. And it's like, how do you deny him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 15 touchdowns in basically half the season or 10 games.
Mhm.
I mean, he has got a shot. I mean, LaDainian Tomlinson set the record for 28. I mean, with the way he's going, I don't know. Maybe that might be a prop bet out there. That's depending on what his odds are worth throwing a couple dollars down on the off chance he hits it.
Yeah, because we were saying the same thing last year about Saquon Barkley. He was having a great year, but you couldn't, it was always brought up of how he had those years where he was dinged up. But yeah, he overcame that. It's good to overcome.
Let's take a look back at the week that was in our league. We have to give a shout out. He's probably not watching right now, but if he watches back later, congratulations, Dave. You won a game. You beat Colin. Bragging rights. Love to see it. Great job.
And starting a bye play and starting a player on his bye week too.
He didn't even set his lineup and he beat Colin. Colin's got to be so pissed.
I don't think Colin's really I don't know, man. I don't think he's paying attention too much either.
Well, when I look at Colin's team from last week, he didn't have anybody else to put in at a running back.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I was saying before you got on.
But he could have picked someone up off the waiver wire. I don't think
Hubbard is not even
right. Pick a waiver wire guy. There's
we're
a 10-man league. There's a couple guys that are going to get more play than Chuba.
Honestly, too. I mean, it didn't help that Josh Allen was just awful.
And he played Brian Thomas Jr., who was out, so he wasn't on a bye, but he played a guy out. So, obviously he's not paying attention.
No.
But so anyway, congratulations, Dave. Let's take a look. Jeff dealt a crucial blow to my playoffs, but now that we have 6 teams, I'm hanging on to the 6th seed. We'll get to that in a minute. John and Relic was a battle for the playoffs, kind of threw Relic behind me in the playoff race. But then again, I'm looking at some of these scores. John, Relic, I wish I had played you guys because I would have had a win.
Yep.
And then, my God, Greg had a really good week at 149, but Tyreek, that's the record for
points. Greg would have beat everybody else in the league last week. Look at those scores.
Yeah. And I lost to the guy who's hiding in a bunker somewhere.
Yeah, he's.
Hey, it's helping him. So
I play him this week, and Jonathan Taylor's on a bye. So
there you go.
Oh, you caught him! Caught him just the right time. Nice.
And then David hung on against Trent. Also a big game for playoff seeding. Kind of, put yourself in the catbird seat there.
I should have lost. I mean, Garrett Wilson, 0 points for me. Kincaid got hurt, so I only got 5 from him. He still had Jalen Hurts, and he still had AJ Brown, and he had somebody else. I thought it was over. Like I told him, I was like, dude, it's over. I got 0 points from Wilson. And then I went to look at the score, and I saw I was still up by 9 points. I'm like, what? So I went and started watching the rest of the game. I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to pull this off. And like John, like you said, it doesn't hurt to have some luck, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. That Monday night game was I felt that the Eagles would shut the Packers down. I had no idea that the Eagles would just decide not to score any points.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at the standings for the playoff seeds right now. John has the 1 seed secured. Well, at least he's in the lead for it. David, second, according to ESPN right now. Tyreek over the hill, even though he put up all those points, is the 3rd seed. Greg hanging in solid with the 4th seed, and Trent, 5th seed with it. And I'm holding on to the 6th seed with a 5-5 record. Relic and I are tied. Jeff's 1 game back now, so it's going to be an interesting battle for who gets in the 6th seed. So
you got those 2. I haven't looked at the schedule, but give me the guys that aren't sitting their lineups at least one more time. That gives me 10 wins, and even if I lose the other 2, it's 10-4. So
you got what, 4 weeks left?
4.
So,
game.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, for you, John, I mean, if the
I don't know if I
seed's
played.
what,
I don't know if that's what I got, but
3 games,
What-
your 3 games, you can win 3 more games. You don't even got to worry about the 4th game.
yeah, I think my chances are 99. So
Yeah, you
Cool.
got to be right there. I
yours
don't
are
know what mine are.
97.
Are they
You're
97?
Yeah, and Tyreek's 98.
Yeah, if you win the next 3 games, John, you pretty much got first place, and then you can not set your lineup that last week if you don't want. So
Yeah.
I'll use my guys for the playoffs.
And
yeah, rest your guys.
John and David are hanging on to the buys right now as the 1 and 2 seeds, and then if it started today, Greg would play Trent, and I would have the privilege of getting smacked around by Tyreek. Although we can always hope for some weird things.
I only play that Colin guy, so I got pretty tough. I got Tyreek this week, then I got Trent after that, and then I finished with Greg. So 3 out of my 4 next games are all. Then I got Colin second to last.
Well, then I definitely hope that last week you set your lineup against me. So
Yeah, I gotta. It's so weird with Jaden Daniels out now, and he hasn't had a great year anyway. I've got a quarterback issue, but I've got the ageless wonder Aaron Rodgers going against the Bengals this week. So I'm feeling pretty
Dak
good.
Prescott's on the block.
I'll give you a draft pick next year for him.
Yeah.
there you go. The player to be named later.
I think I looked at your team. I'm like, man, Quinn doesn't even have anybody I'd want.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well,
I was
you
gonna
wouldn't
say-
have McCaffrey.
I was gonna say,
Lots-
Bob, I want you to know I don't feel that way. So if you'd like to talk, I am not
Amon
looking
Ross,
down my
St.
nose
Brown.
at your team. Yeah, there's some
Xavier
players there.
Worthy.
well, I need a
say-
running back, so you
I'll
wouldn't
be
give up.
happy to.
Yeah, but you're
be
in
happy
first
to-
place. Screw you.
You wouldn't give
Like,
up McCaffrey.
We need you to suffer and lose.
Well, he's got
especially me.
McCaffrey, but then who? Zach
Omari and
Charbonnet.
Hampton coming back soon.
Oh yeah, I don't see him. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's on my injured reserve.
What is our when is our trade deadline in this league? I just thought about it.
Well, what are we talking about? I'm co-commish. We can have the trade deadline whenever we want.
I love it. I love it. Let's we need to check that shit because
I
just
know,
thought
right?
about it. Shit.
Hey, I do want to say this though. 10 games in, this is a fucking stout top 5. And David, you are right just outside of it at 1262. 6 people are averaging over 125 points in this league. Tyreek 133 off the strength of that huge week. But I mean, everybody is killing it as far as average points per week.
Nice.
You know, Greg is right there. John is right there. I mean, look at it. Everybody's only separated by, 10, 15
I was
points.
tops last week, and I dropped third. So
Yeah, that
well,
week I put
192
up-
points.
yeah,
that
trade
fucking
deadline
week I put
November
95
26th.
killed me.
November
We
26th. Trade
We lost
deadline.
Greg. Oh, there he is.
I wonder if he
Where'd-
was resetting.
Where'd you say I was at in point total, Bob? Because that 1 week,
1262.
okay,
You're 20
yeah,
points behind Trent.
That week where I had 95, whenever I lost Puka and Wilson both, killed me.
Mhm.
Man,
Greg's video seems to have disappeared, but we can see him in the backstage.
nice, weird.
Here,
but
let's
nice.
try to re-add him. Can you guys see him?
No.
Oh, Greg, you might have to reboot, buddy.
Fade to black.
All right, and then before we get into our start sits, rapid fire. Greg is still up on top. He's just killing it, even though he had not a bad week last week. He's 500. Jeff's hanging in there. David, John, and I are now right behind you at the strength of my 8-2. John's 1 game back. I'm 2 games back.
8-2. My God, that must be nice.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's a good week.
All right, Greg has returned. Do we get video?
The screen has not.
The screen has not. We'll have to try it again in a second. All right, so let's talk about some start sits of the week as Greg efforts to get back in. David, you went last week, so you go first this week. Who you starting? Who you sitting?
All right, so my start is going to be Woody Marks. He's now being treated like a lead back. I think he had 16 carries this last game. He put up 16 points against that stingy Jaguars defense. That's 22nd in points to running back. Now there he is. Now he's going to face a Tennessee defense that's 5th in points to running backs. When he faced them last time, he put up 119 combined yards and had 2 touchdowns. So, and the Titans have given up 14 touchdowns to running backs this year. So to me, that sounds like a no-brainer. And some like leagues, like he's still available, or like he's somebody you could trade for that maybe the owner's not paying attention. You won't have to give up that much for. I did it this week. I traded for him. I gave up my backup quarterback and like a running back that hasn't done shit to get him, just so I could have him this week. And that was in a 12-team league. So Woody Marks, man, that's my start of the week.
Nice. So who are we sitting?
So sit is going to be Tyrone Tracy. Surprisingly, even though they lost Scatterboo and Tracy was thought to be the guy to take over, they're not really using him that much in the passing game. And it really doesn't make sense because last year, that's what he was, because he used to be a wide receiver before transitioning to a running back. But they're not really utilizing him in that role a lot. So he's only put up 6, 7, 8 points in his last 3 games. And now he's facing a Green Bay team that's 20. I saw that, John. He's now facing a Green Bay team that's 27th in points to running backs. They only allowed Saquon Barkley this past week to get 13 points. That's all he got. So not feeling good about Tyrone Tracy. In fact, Singletary had more points than him last week.
Yeah, I got Tracy in this league, as a matter of fact, and I picked up Singletary in another league because I was reading on him. Once they're in the red zone, it's all Singletary.
Yeah.
He hasn't really punched it in or anything, but
no,
he's on the field when they're inside the 20. Tracy isn't. And they kind of split snaps. I think last week's the snap count was almost kind of even, but all the scoring goes to Singletary so far right now. Tracy's been a little bit of a disappointment. Or is Scatterbo just that good?
I don't know.
Tracy was pretty good last year.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. They're not utilizing him like they did last year. That's what's it just doesn't.
Well,
make
let's
sense.
see who you got. Jameis coming in this week, a new coach now this week with them. Let's see.
Yeah.
I think Tracy will get featured a little more on flare outs. So it'll be still, I don't know that I'm starting him this week. I think I kind of agree with David here. He's got to show that he's got something.
You have to start him. You're probably hurting a little bit.
Yeah, he certainly wasn't your first choice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about Saquon Barkley only getting 13 points against the Packers, he had that one big run for a touchdown.
Well, I'm quite sure that there's been a few games this year where Barkley's kind of had some crappy games.
True.
He has. Oh, my gosh.
But I just
Philly's
I don't know,
just
man.
so weird, man. They got so many weapons, and it feels like they just don't.
There's something.
Yeah. It's tush push they get to the goal line, so Barkley gets screwed there, and a lot of touchdown passes have gone to Goddard this year. And even Smith, I don't know. Maybe they just don't like A.J. Brown. Just bring him back to Vrabel.
Dude, A.J. Brown literally said to people today on Twitter or somewhere on social media, he said, don't play me. Don't play me in fantasy. He said, don't play me in fantasy. And then Sirianni said today, I'm tired of talking about A.J. Brown.
Good. We'll give
Doesn't
you
sound like things. No, Patriots do not need AJ Brown. Just stop.
Hey, he's a Mike Vrabel draftee, so
I don't give a shit if he's a disciple of Jesus Christ. He does not need to go to the Patriots. Okay.
Him and Diggs would be nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then they still wouldn't hand it to either one of them, and they'd probably give it to some running back on the practice squad.
Yeah, who would fumble?
Yes, a lot.
We're beyond that now.
Yeah, sure.
I saw where isn't Stevenson back? Isn't he set to play again this weekend?
Yeah, so far they play tomorrow night, so we'll see. I picked him up in this league. Someone dropped him. I picked him up, but
I think I saw you picked him up.
Yeah,
I saw that.
What the heck?
Just to be a Patriots homer.
I don't know. Well, I'll segue into my start of the week as Travion Henderson, coming off the
good.
performance that he did last week. Showed
Yeah.
his wheels. I think he's finally getting his footing. I mean, everybody expected a lot from him right away, but he was a rookie and he wasn't the main man. And he showed now the last 2 weeks what he can do as being the main man. I think the Jets are kind of packing things in anyway. I don't think they give a shit about anything at this point.
If you knew how much I motherfuck you the last couple weeks when I go to look for players to add and they're on your team, God damn it, John! Like I
you
searched
got me
for
early
Henderson.
on. I tried getting the you got the Bears guy that one weekend.
Yeah, I searched for I think it was Henderson a week and a half ago when I knew he was going to be the starter, and of course, fucking you got him. I'm like, God damn it,
No,
John.
I don't have Henderson.
Oh, who has him? I thought it was you.
Nah.
I think Dave has him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he drafted him.
Yeah, he did because I remember.
Oh, wow, he drafted him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got confused somebody else because I was like, it's always John. It's always John. Every guy I go to look for is on John's team.
He's got Derrick Henry, Travion Henderson, C.D. Lamb, Stephon Diggs, Sam Laporta, James Cook. Kind of surprised he's only won one game.
Yeah, I was gonna say what, and
it's crazy. He does have a decent team. It's just it falls weird for him every week. But he scores a lot of points.
Derrick Henry hasn't been great. Henderson hasn't been great. C.D. Lamb was out, 3-4 weeks?
Yeah.
Cook's been really good. Last couple of weeks, I think he's kind of fallen off.
Yeah.
He didn't have a good game last, I guess, Miami, but then again,
no.
None of them did.
John, who we sitting?
I'm sitting Breece Hall, same game. I think saw a little bit of fool's gold with Breece Hall last week. He busted a couple long ones. He had a good game. Patriots are, at home. They are number one against the rush in the NFL right now. They finally gave up 50 yards to somebody, and I just think that, they're not scared of the quarterback. Garrett Wilson's going to be out. That means that we can put Gonzalez on whoever their best guy is. I don't even know who it would be after Wilson at this point. And, we'll stack the box, and Breece Hall's going nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, the Jets have played so weird. They had the really great offensive showing a couple weeks ago when they had basically nobody. It was Justin Fields and, whoever they wanted to play offense that day from the fans. And then last week, I mean, they have Wilson, they have Breece Hall, and they didn't do crap. So who knows what's going on?
Yeah.
So.
Hall had 19 against Cleveland though last week, so
that's what I'm saying. He's a little fool's gold. I think people will be looking, but I'm like, this week's going to be tough for him, I think.
Yeah, because if they focus on stopping the run, he's gonna be cooked. That's the way I look at it, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it, but we'll see. What do I know?
Yeah, you're just 8-2.
I'm not even top 3 in rapid fire, so.
All right, so Greg, who we starting?
I'm starting Jalen Waddle. He's really picked up the slack since Tyreek Hill got hurt. He's gotten 5 of his last 6 games. He's been in double digits, including a combined 54.5 points over his last 3. And he's got a really good matchup this week against Washington, who there's a whole litany of stats I can say. Like they've allowed 12-plus points to 12 wide receivers this year, and 5 receivers have had 16-plus points against them in the last 3 weeks. And opposing quarterbacks the last 4 games have had at least 28.9 points against that Washington defense. So I look for Waddle to continue that.
Yeah, I was looking when I was kind of researching a little for my start of the week.
Commissioner Trent must have him.
Yeah, I was looking at A-Chain, as a start this week, and they were talking about Washington's defense, how terrible they've been against the run. And Greg mentioned like the quarterbacks, the receivers, he didn't even mention the run. So, it looks like it might be a tough day for Washington this week because they gave up 170 something last week to Gibbs rushing, and I think Montgomery got another 50 or so. So that's over 200 rushing last week, and now you come A-Chain at you. It might be a good week for Dolphins players.
And they're also the international game of the week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Commissioner Trent does have Waddle on his team. So,
All right. So who we sitting?
we're sitting Trevor Lawrence. They've been, Jacksonville's. His high point was that game against Kansas City when he had to stumble and fall in order to score the winning touchdown. But Brian Thomas Jr. may be out again. They're playing the Chargers, who are number 3 and fewest points allowed to quarterbacks. The only quarterback that's the Chargers have allowed multiple passing touchdowns to is Daniel Jones. Other than that, no one else. And Aaron Rodgers was another victim to them on Sunday night. So I say I anticipate tough sledding again for Trevor Lawrence.
Interesting. That was actually, I strongly considered Aaron as my start of the week because I think he's going to have a huge bounce back game. Doesn't hurt that he's playing the Bengals. But I'm going to go with a different Steeler. This guy, last time they played the Bengals, had 175 combined yards and probably should have had a lot more because they didn't feed him the fucking ball like they should have. Jalen Warren, I think, is going to have a huge game in this game.
Imagine that.
Yeah, hopefully they will. There's been a lot of heat with Mike Tomlin this week about, hey, why aren't you playing this guy on third down? He's been a third down back his whole career, and now all of a sudden he can't get on the field on third down.
Well, I don't even see they were using who's the other guy they got there?
That would be Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah. They used him a lot early in the year, and he wasn't bad. I have him like in this other league where it just you don't have to set your lineup. It just pick your best scores, and he had a couple good games. And now, like the last few weeks, he's been like invisible.
Yeah,
not that he's great, but
Well, the big consternation in Pittsburgh is that you're right. Gainwell has not been great the last few weeks, but he's getting more snaps than Jalen Warren is. He's not carrying the ball as many times, but he's on the field more.
Which they're not even using him.
Yeah.
Not even getting passes or anything.
Tomlin talked about wanting to rest Jalen Warren, whereas it's funny because in years past he would be all about riding the running back so the tires fall off. So
yeah, and I don't know. We could talk about the Steelers because you guys are Steeler guys, but man, whoever in our little group chat is like run pass. It was like, and then as soon as he said that, it just kept being run pass. Third down, and they're gonna pass. They're gonna pass because they have to. So even a decent defense of coordinator or coach can see that all day and scheme to it pretty easily. And when you're going against Harbaugh, it was pretty sharp. I think you get what you got.
The problem with the run pass was second and 7, third and 4, and then they would pass. But the problem is the guy who is most likely to take a check down and go 20 yards isn't on the field. He's sitting on the sideline, and instead they.
Oh,
did that happen to you guys too?
Yeah.
It's like going in and out. The internet's wonky tonight.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it.
Froze your expression. I thought it just froze.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it. Did it happen to me again?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be a little bit surprising with my sit of the week. Now, if you drafted this guy, you're probably not gonna sit him. But at the same time, I do not like Lamar Jackson against the Browns defense this weekend. Once a year, the Browns play the Ravens ridiculously tough. And he's probably still going to score 18 to 22 points. I get it. But if you got Lamar Jackson, you're expecting 30. And I don't think it's going to happen this week. So if you do have an option that maybe you look at somebody who can put up 25, 30 points for you, like a Drake May against the Jets.
So this is my dilemma in this league. I have Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. I'm like, man, I don't like this matchup because then I have Dak, who's going against the Raiders. And I also have Nick's.
I don't think that's much of a decision.
Nick's going against the Chiefs, which could be a shootout. So, but I think I'm going to play Dak over.
Yes.
Over.
Yes.
Lamar this week.
Yeah.
I mean, just you're facing. Who are you facing this week?
The Tyreek guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I work with them, but I'm not on the same shift with them no more. So fuck it. Lamar didn't practice today because of his knee.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, I didn't know if you saw or not.
I did see that. But Wednesdays.
Harbaugh said he should be good to go, but at the same time.
But you're right. If I have an option that's more than viable, then
he's ridiculously viable.
What you do?
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but Dak hasn't been as good as he was since Lamb's come back. Really,
Really.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
I know.
Talk about a get-right game, though, against the Raiders.
I know. It's at Raiders. The thing is, they could end up winning by 30 and then, just hand the ball off the second half,
Yeah, let me see what's going on here. 19 points, then 7 against Denver.
That wouldn't be so bad for me, but.
Coming off a bye, though, so he'll be real well rested.
So the Denver game Denver's got a tough D, but still 7. That's a little scary, and it was at Denver. This is at Raiders.
Yeah, there's no way No, I Prescott.
Well, you're right, Quinn. It's hard. I didn't draft him. I traded for him, but if you
we're well aware. We're well aware.
If you have him, then you're thinking you're going to play him.
And plus, also,
I mean, you gave up a lot for him, so.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know how he did running wise last week, but it seems like he's going to be more inclined to throw the ball, not so much.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. That's part of the reason that my game was so close. I think he only had 18 points last week.
Yeah, he is not the same guy when he takes off. He's taken off a few times, but
18 points. He was projected 27.
Yeah, I've seen him get tackled from behind a lot this season, and frankly, Brian Flores is kind of Lamar Jackson kryptonite. Unfortunately, when you have J.J. McCarthy playing quarterback, it doesn't, it fucks your defense over completely. And that's kind of what happened to last week where they put him in position. So I just don't feel like he's having the year everybody thinks he is. That's why some of this talk about Baltimore running the table, he's not the same guy if he doesn't have that burst. And I don't think he has that burst.
Well, Cleveland's not the team to find it against.
No.
Yeah.
What's his name? Chasing you down all game.
Is it at Cleveland or is it in Baltimore?
It's at Cleveland.
Oh.
Talking to some friends up there who they're saying they're expecting a sellout crowd of 1,500 people to watch that game.
Yeah, I mean, I say what you want, and they did beat Green Bay in Cleveland as well. So, they do have that on their. So, yeah, John, it's up to you, but there ain't no fucking way. I'd be starting Dak.
I would too.
Too easy.
Do you guys know who Annie Agar is?
Who?
Annie Agar. She does the skits on Twitter, the NFL meetings, and all that stuff.
I thought maybe you said Sammy Hagar, but your mic blurred.
No, it was
Annie Agar.
It's Annie Agar. If you don't follow her on Twitter, follow her because she's hilarious. She does a football meeting thing every week, and this week when she got to the Browns, she was like, hey, it's the holidays. It's the perfect time to put an elf on a shelf. It's time for Cleveland to switch quarterbacks. So I thought that was a really funny line.
No.
So, but if you don't watch her, it's really funny.
So, yeah, that would be funny.
All right. So Are we ready to transition over and do some rapid fire here?
Sure.
I'm down. Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's play our intro.
You know, it's interesting some of the conversations we had with our starts and sits, how they relate to some of the questions that we have in rapid fire each week. So some of these we've talked about some of the questions that we have in here already this week, but
Little foreshadowing.
yeah, a little foreshadowing. Yeah. So we'll kick it off with the Thursday night game, Jets at Patriots. We talked about the Patriots' vaunted rushing defense. And we're going to say, does Breece Hall have over under 54.5 rushing yards? So let's start with you, Quinn.
Mostly because I have him on 3 fantasy teams. I'm going to go over. I do think it's going to be a struggle. The Patriots are a good rushing defense, but quite frankly, who the hell else are the Jets going to give the ball to? I mean, it's Breece Hall left, Breece Hall right, Breece Hall on the screen, Justin Fields left, Justin Fields right. I'm going over.
Okay. Dave?
You said just rushing, right?
Just rushing.
I'm going to go under.
Greg?
I'm going to go over. Like Bob said, he's basically going to be the offense. If he does get it, it'll be in the fourth quarter. It's not like he's going to get like 150 or anything. So
I'm going under. I think that they stack the box on him and he goes nowhere. All right.
Stacking the box against Justin Fields is dangerous.
Here's another one we talked about a little bit. Redskins at Dolphins, the Sunday morning game. A-Chain been running wild this year. I think I read a thing about him. He is the only running back that's played 5 or more games that has double-digit fantasy points in every game. So against this terrible Washington defense, over under 124.5 total yards. Let's start with Dave this time.
Over.
Greg?
I'll say over as well.
I'm definitely going over. A-Chain is a wagon. And
I'm going over as well. I agree.
He is a goddamn machine.
I picked him in one league. I think I picked him 9th or 10th I had, and the guy laughed at. No, I picked Malik Neighbors 10th, and then coming back around, I picked A-Chain. And they were all like, man, you're picking A-Chain over Chase Brown. That's so stupid, And,
seriously?
Boy, how did that turn out?
Yeah.
Of course, I had my first pick.
I don't know why they'd make fun of you. I mean, he's a wide receiver threat as well.
I know. They just he's so shifty, and I
don't know why they give you shit for that.
And he's like a bell cow because he's getting he's getting the majority of the rushes too. It's not like he's I don't 10 rushes or like that. But
I just think he has Dolphins. I don't know. I think he did good last year too. So I don't know.
Yeah. That's just weird to me.
All right. Quick question. Just throw this out here. We talked about this in our chat the other day. Let's just say Drake May, God forbid, something happens, he gets suspended for 32 games for, beating his dog. May? Yeah, we'll just say, just hypothetical. Okay? Same thing with the Steelers. Aaron doesn't come back. You want your quarterback to be Kyler Murray on the street cheap or Tua on the street cheap because the Dolphins and Cardinals say fuck it and cut them. But they both have to get 39 and 45 million next year from those teams.
That's a good question. I would say probably Tua. Although he's one solid hit from getting his career over, but he's proven at least he can get the ball to his playmakers.
Trent gets it. Look at chat.
Will Howard.
Or this way.
We're not trying to go 2-15. I'm not talking about tanking. I'm just talking about your team. You got to pick one of them.
Yeah.
Did you see what I said to Dave on Twitter?
No.
He was talking shit when I said to go Will Howard, and he started talking shit. So I put Will Howard 1 NCAA championship, Jackson Dart 0, and he was just like, "Are you really going there?" We discussed the players that were on that team, but I think you get kicked out of that, Bob.
Yeah, that's it. That is a good comeback.
Well, it happened. So
yeah. Greg, who are you picking, Tua or Kyler?
I would say Tua, because along with, even though with the concussion thing, I think you can trust Tua more to take it seriously. Whereas Kyler, you've also had the maturity issues, the accusations of not wanting to study film, hence that whole contract thing that happened, that clause in his contract. So I think I would say Tua if I had to pick between the two of them.
Like, literally, the only reason I don't take Tua is only because all it takes is one time for him to get hit, and he's cooked. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason. Like, if I would sign Tua, dude, I'm drafting like 5 offensive linemen. Like, I'm signing. Like, I am gonna build the wall of China around him. Like, that's the only way.
Since his last hit, he hasn't really played the same, and I think it's, to your point, is he's aware of that too, and he's just gets all flustered and just throws the ball out too quickly because he's worried he's not going to take off. So he's just, you get a little pressure on him, he panics and just throws it up or down. At least he's throwing it.
Yeah. See, where goes one of those big ass helmet covers that the.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs, I think, wears one all the time.
Yeah, he does. The pictures, the memes of him.
Which don't get me started on that. I mean, honestly, if you really cared about concussions, you'd mandate that across the league. I know it's not TV friendly, but if you really cared, you'd make them all wear the Guardian caps.
I heard they don't do shit, but because to your point, if they did, then why wouldn't they all wear them?
Yeah, exactly. Because they don't look good. Literally, Rodgers wants to go back to his old helmet because he thinks his new helmet makes him look like a dork. So, who knows? All right, let's go back to rapid fire. What's next?
All right, back to rapid fire. Game number 3, Carolina at Atlanta. The weekly Bijan Robinson prop bet here because he sucked all year, and I like the guy, and I just wish that
they give him the ball on the goal line. Yeah,
they would give him the ball more. I just like Jonathan Taylor. He was getting fed last week. I'm like, damn, why couldn't this be Bijan? So in this matchup, more rushing yards, Dowdle or Bijan Robinson. More rushing yards. We'll start with Greg this time.
I'll say Bijan.
I say Bijan every time, and he's burned me every time, but I'm going to go with Bijan too.
Okay.
Quinn?
I'm going to say, because the last time the Atlanta Falcons played the vaunted Carolina Panthers defense, I didn't say it.
Come
I
on,
said the Carolina Panthers defense.
Give it to me.
Bijan Robinson didn't do shit, so I'm going to go Dowdle. Because Carolina might win again. And Carolina plays really good, then they play really bad, then they play really good. But you know who they always play good against? The Atlanta Falcons.
It's kind of like Atlanta. Sometimes they're really good, they're really bad.
Yeah.
Fuck that Atlanta defense. Rico Dowdle is going to run fucking wild on them.
Watch it be the defense that you thought they'd be this week.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Bucks at Bills. More fantasy points this week. Baker Mayfield or Josh Allen? Quinn, we'll start with you this time. Baker Mayfield or Josh Allen? More fantasy points.
More fantasy points? This is a really good question. By a tush push, Josh Allen.
Is it at Buffalo?
It is at Buffalo.
Okay. Is it my
Greg?
turn?
Yeah,
No.
either one of you. Go ahead.
I'll say Josh Allen
Me, same.
I will say Josh Allen as well.
because he'll also get yard. He'll run for yards too.
Well, he didn't do shit last week.
I think
All
he'll
right,
get a
our
two or three
obligatory over-under game this week. The battle of the two Titans, no pun intended, offenses. Texans at Titans, over-under 39.5 points. We'll start with Dave.
I'm gonna go under.
I
Last
am going to go under as well. Quinn? Quinn's froze again. Greg, while he's unfreezing.
Is that Tennessee? I'm gonna, fuck it. I'm gonna go over.
What was that?
I said, fuck it. I'm gonna go over.
Okay.
Quinn, you're all right. We'll come back to
Yeah, just
Quinn.
I'm just
Am I
glad.
frozen?
there you are.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
unfrozen.
I don't know
Who's-
what's going on tonight. It
Who's
was
your
cold
pick
and-
in that over under? Over
It was
under.
I'm going to go over.
All right. Bears at Vikings.
Then he freezes up again.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bears at Vikings. More total yards. So this is rushing and passing.
Okay.
And I guess we could even throw receiving in. I've seen this happen with one of these guys.
All right.
Oh shit, he's gone totally.
He'll come back.
Yeah, he's probably just shutting. Are we going to go more total yards, J.J. McCarthy or Caleb Williams? More total yards, J.J. McCarthy or Caleb Williams? Let's start with Dave.
Caleb Williams. JJ McCarthy's so bad.
He's better this time around.
You sure about that? Because I watched him sky it over people's heads by like 10 feet about
Well,
5 times.
I'm going to go with McCarthy for more yards this week.
I like it. There you go. Go ahead.
I think you mean his alias 9 is who you're picking. Look, I don't like either one of these guys, but can't deny Caleb Williams has got something going. So, yeah, I'm taking Caleb Williams.
And Greg.
Caleb Williams. By a painted fingernail.
All right. Bengals at Steelers. We could have a shootout. It depends on which defense version of D we get for Steelers, but I think we know what we're going to get from the Bengals. Bengals at Steelers. More total yards. We talked about this one guy, Jalen Warren or Chase Brown. Total yards. So we're talking catches and rushes. Both of them kind of similar players, I think. So we'll start with Greg on this one.
I'm gonna say Chase Brown because the whole sitting Warren more than what he should deal. So.
Okay. I am going to go Warren because they've talked about this, him not getting it enough, which means sometimes when you start having those conversations, whether it's being force-fed or not, feed the guy. So I think he'll get more touches just because they're talking about it, which results against a terrible D at home. I feel that game script could also help Warren, so I'm going Warren. Quinn?
He averaged almost 10 yards a carry in the last game. He's my start of the week. I absolutely Warren. Brown could have a sneaky good game like he did last time, but no, Warren should be early and often.
Dave?
Tomlin literally singled out that Brown doing what he did was single-handedly the thing that really killed them and why the passing game took off for them. I think he's going to go all out to stop Brown as well as try to contain Chase. So I'm going to say Warren.
Well, this was the game where we were thinking that Chase was going to have 20 catches. He was like open every 5 seconds.
Literally. It was ridiculous. So,
Yeah. I hope we get a repeat of that because I got Jamar Chase and a couple.
yeah, I remember. Trust me.
I think we played each other.
Yeah.
Seahawks.
I set Higgins.
Yeah,
Yep.
he did. Yep. Seahawks at Rams. Matthew Stafford, the guy's been turned back the clock here recently, throwing 4 touchdowns every game. We're not asking for 4 this game. We're saying, does he get 3? Over, under, 2.5 touchdown passes. Quinn.
I actually think this is going to be a really low-scoring game. I'm going to say under.
Greg.
I'll say over.
David.
Under.
I will say over as well. I think he gets 3.
I think you'll hit 2 on the button at most.
It depends. I guess what's his name though? Adams is a little iffy. So
is it at Seahawks?
It is at Rams.
Oh, at Rams.
Yeah.
Which is usually half of the other team's fans in that stadium. Anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Seahawks are a good road team.
Yeah, I'll stick with under.
Okay. What should be a big game Sunday night? Detroit at Philly. The question is, who wins this game? Quinn?
No, this is a tough one. The Lions have been a little weird this year. I still think they're really good. I know the Eagles are really good. But coming off this 10-7 thing, I think the Lions, if the Lions can put up 24 points, can win this game. I'm taking the Lions.
Dave?
Same. Lions.
Greg?
I'm going to say the Eagles.
I can't stand the Eagles, but
I mean, either.
They're at home, and I think that
it just feels like they're on the cusp of turmoil there.
Or
like I don't know what's going on.
They keep winning. They keep beating all the good teams. So
yeah,
then they're at home.
That's true. Lions were clicking last week, though.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, and with they, what's his name took over play calling.
Dan Campbell, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's already buzz. If this turns around, they vault to the 1 seed, and they got to win this game to get to the 1 seed. Coach of the year, maybe for doing that.
Maybe.
Well, it makes you wonder how that offensive coordinator's feeling right now.
Yeah.
And then the Monday night
paycheck.
game. The Monday night game, Dallas at the Raiders. Let's have a tight end battle here. More yards, Ferguson or Bowers? We'll start with Dave.
I'm going to go with Bowers.
I am going to go Bowers as well. Quinn?
I feel like we could see Kenny Pickett in this game, which means Bowers will get the ball a lot. So I'm going to go Bowers. I think CeeDee Lamb and Pickens will draw catches away from Ferguson.
And Greg.
Bowers.
A clean sweep. We had a lot of clean sweeps tonight.
Let's see here. How many queens? We all took the over for A-Chain. We all took more points. Josh Allen over Mayfield.
All took Bowers.
We all took Bowers. So 3 of the 10, we got a clean sweep.
Sweet. It'd be interesting to see where Jeff goes. He'll be throwing his picks in before the weekend.
Yep. It'll be.
Or we could just pick for him.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. So a couple of programming notes. On Friday, we'll have Steelers Sanctuary at 7:30 and followed by Legendary Picture. Are we doing 7:30 or 7, Dave?
7.
7. We will be on at 7. And then starting on Sunday morning, we're going to have a new program, the War Room, with the segment that we were doing on Friday nights. We're going to have a little bit of extended, kind of turn it into a keys for the game on Sunday morning. We'll go at 11 o'clock, probably be a half hour, 45 minutes. So there'll still be plenty of time to set your fantasy lineups and all that good stuff. So join us for that. Trent's really great at breaking down the film. So there'll be some really good information and keys to the game there. So otherwise, we'll be back on Monday, and then we'll be back next Wednesday for more fantasy talk. Guys, you got anything before you get out? Anything you were itching to maybe throw in there?
Marvin Harrison Jr. is not playing. Go get Michael Wilson. And Yahoo projected 14 points, and right now on ESPN projected for 10 plus.
Yep, I considered him for my start of the week too. By the way,
Your choice.
Yeah, and for you Marvin Harrison Jr. owners, don't worry. It's an emergency appendectomy. He'll be back next week.
Yeah, what's the chances?
Yeah.
So, who knows? Maybe Kyler Murray will be off of IR by then. We'll see.
Possible.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you do have questions and you watch this after the fact, feel free to post them in chat. We'll try to circle back to them and see if we can get them answered for you before the weekend. Otherwise, we will talk to you soon.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.